My name is Emma. I am 35 years old, and life has never been kind to me. I am a mother of two, Lily, who is 11, and Ethan, who is 7. They are my entire world. Every breath I take, every step I make is for them. I lost my mother when I was very young. Her voice faded from my memory before I could truly understand love. A few years later, my father passed away too. I remember standing alone at his funeral, realizing I had no one left to call my own. Still, I believed life would get better. I got married young, full of hope and dreams. I thought love was forever. For 12 years, I tried to be a good wife, a good mother, a good woman. Then, one day, without warning, my husband looked at me and said he no longer loved me. He walked away. Ethan was only 2 years old. There were no phone calls, no child support, no apologies, nothing. From that moment on, it was just me and my children against the world. We lived in a small apartment in Vista Creek. It was old, cramped, and sometimes cold, but it was home. Some months, paying the rent felt impossible. I had no college degree, no family to help me, and no safety net. Quitting was never an option. I worked as a home nurse. I took care of sick and elderly people, giving medicine, cooking meals, helping them walk, holding their hands when they felt lonely. But that income wasn't enough, so I cleaned houses and offices too. No company, no agency, just me. I worked long hours, sometimes late into the night. I scrubbed floors until my back burned, cleaned bathrooms until my hands cracked, and carried trash bags heavier than my own body. Some people were kind, some were cruel, some refused to pay me fully. Still, I continued. My children depended on me: food on the table, clothes on their backs, a roof over their heads. Even on days when I was sick, exhausted, or silently breaking inside, I showed up and worked. At night, when Lily and Ethan finally fell asleep, I would sit beside them. I held their small hands, kissed their foreheads, and whispered softly into the darkness, "One day, we will have a better life." That promise kept me alive. Then, one night, everything changed. It was raining heavily that night. The sky was dark and the wind cut through us like knives. I had finished work late, and Lily and Ethan were walking home with me. The streets were empty. Lily held one of my hands. Ethan held the other. "Mama, I'm cold," Ethan whispered. I pulled him close and wrapped my scarf around him. "Almost home, my dear. Almost home." Then, suddenly, a bright light. A loud crash. The world disappeared. When I opened my eyes, I saw a blue ceiling. Machines beeped around me, and the air smelled of medicine. I was in a hospital. Panic filled my chest. "My children!" I cried. A nurse rushed in and gently held my hand. "They are safe," she said. "Please, don't worry." I couldn't stop crying. Moments later, the door opened, and two small figures ran toward me. "Mama!" they cried, hugging me tightly. Relief flooded my heart, but fear followed closely behind. The doctor entered the room, his face serious. "Your leg is broken," he said. "You need surgery and weeks of rest." "Rest?" I whispered in shock. "I can't rest. I have work. I have rent. I have my children." He shook his head gently. "Right now, you need to heal." Then came the worst news of all. During the accident, the cleaning supplies I had borrowed were destroyed. I had also accidentally damaged the front of a luxury store nearby. They said I owed $25,000. That night, after my children fell asleep beside me in the hospital bed, I cried silently into my pillow. I had no idea how we would survive. Then, something unexpected happened. The next day, my story appeared online. People saw my children, my struggle, the accident. Complete strangers began sending messages. Some even sent money. Then my phone rang. A deep voice said, "I heard your story. I want to help." Fear and hope mixed in my chest. "Who are you?" I asked softly. "You'll see soon," he replied. 2 days later, a group of people entered my hospital room. They brought flowers, warm clothes for my children, and food. Then a young man stepped forward. "My name is Ryan," he said gently. "You don't know me, but I know your story. I want to help." "Why?" I whispered through tears. He smiled. "Because I can." Ryan and his team paid all my hospital bills. The debt disappeared. For the first time in years, I could breathe. A few months later, Ryan asked me a question that stayed in my heart. "Emma, what is your biggest dream?" I stayed quiet for a moment. For so many years, I had only dreamed of survival, of paying rent, of feeding my children, of getting through one more day. Then I spoke softly. "I have always wanted to open a salon." Ryan smiled. "With the right support, dreams can become reality." With his help, I learned, I planned, and I believed in myself again. Step by step, my dream came true. I opened my own small salon. It wasn't just a business, it was proof that my pain had not been for nothing. Today, I am no longer just surviving. I am living. I am working with dignity. I am providing for my children without fear. Lily smiles more. Ethan laughs freely. Our home is filled with warmth instead of worry. For the first time in many years, I sleep without crying myself to sleep. Ryan didn't just change our situation. He changed my faith in humanity. He reminded me that even in a broken world, good people still exist. I started with nothing. No money, no support, no hope. And now I have a home, a business, and most importantly, a happy family. If you are going through hard times, please don't give up. Even when life feels unfair and cruel, kindness can find you in unexpected ways. Better days will come. Keep going. Your story is not over yet. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to our channel for more real-life inspirational stories. Your support helps us share more stories like this. Thank you for watching.